Wow, good morning guys. It's day 4 here in Svalbard, and as you can see the snow is coming down a lot heavier today. We have got an excursion booked. We are going to the ice caves. So yeah, join us. That's crazy. I got a video.
Small in there.
Is it? Perfect for me, then. I know, bro. Nah, look at this. This is crazy. What? Jeez. Yeah, I'm too tall for this, please.
Here it starts to melt, and then the snow and the ice that gets a bit warmed up becomes like a little stream, and that is what creates these curves here. So we would be actually swimming in a river if we were in the summer right now, huh? And we can really appreciate the movement of a river that creates its way out in the ice, and then the little river goes down, 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 all the way to the fjord, to the sea. Huh? So now we're going to be walking in the biggest spot of the meltwater channel. So it's not really a cave. We say ice cave because it's a more marketing friendly, but it's actually a meltwater channel, right? And as you can see, it's like a disco ball, right? It's beautiful. It's a masterpiece of art, I would say, made by the nature. And I will ask you to be very gentle with all the structures that you meet today, because, for example, these ones are not gonna grow back if we just touch them, if we break them. And any idea of these crystals are made, for example? No? I can give you a hint.
Condensation.
Condensation, humidity. So all these ones are made by your own breathing, guys.
Oh yes.
So that is quite cool to think that this is nature made, but this is sort of human made.
So I've created all of this.
Yeah.
So now we are approximately 15 meters down, and the furthest we'll go is around 30 meters. Longyear Glacier, so this glacier is 40 meters, oops, you see? 40 meters thick. So we're almost all the way down. And if you're a bit curious, you can take a look. You really see the hexagonal shape of the crystals above your head. That is quite cool. And we'll have a few stops along the walk. Don't hesitate to be curious. Don't hesitate to take the headlamp closer to the eyes. Be careful, use your spikes. As I said, this is snow, but then after it becomes ice, it looks like rock, but it's ice. So it's very slippery, so don't hesitate to really use your spikes. And don't hesitate to be curious, to be interested. It makes it much more fun for everyone. And I'm really passionate about the Arctic, so you can talk to me about anything. It can be the life in Longyear, it can be glacier, whatever. I'm super happy to answer any questions. Okay?
Thank you.
Oh man, this is no good for me. I'm way too tall for this.
Feels like you can back.
Good?
Yeah.
First time in the Longyear Glacier? Yes? Quite interesting to see the course. Can you see them, guys? The layers, right, on the ice? And you can see there's different colors, right? So any idea why we have different colors? Don't be shy, try to be interactive so everyone, you can guess, I'm not a school teacher. Guesses?
Air bubbles.
Huh?
Air bubbles.
Air bubbles, yeah, absolutely. So you see where it's a bit more whitish, right? Yeah. These ones, for example. This is because the air bubbles have been trapped. But what's the difference between the clear layer, for example? Because the snow was different, right? So that's the difference between where we have already drift snow, for example, snow that has lost its air content, and when it's air bubbles, like and when it's white, it used to be powder snow. I'm sure you have seen videos of these people skiing in Japan, for example, in this very deep snow where they do like this and they look super cool, and that's powder snow. So when we have powder snow, then it makes this white air bubbles because there's a lot of air trapped in between this powder snow flakes. So we are in between valleys, in between the mountains, and we have lots of wind also on Svalbard, as you have seen today. And if you take a snowmobile tour in Adden Valley, sometimes you will see that the snow has become brown. That is because of the sediments that have been carried away. And then when this snow that is dirty gets highly compressed also, then it becomes this brownish layer. It's quite cool to take a look at some parts of the glacier where we're going today. It really looks like spider web. And then you have some orange sediments up here is iron. Over there.
Crazy.
Looks like gold leaves almost. Oh, mind blown. Alright, so I will go the other way. You can follow me, guys. You. And this landscape has been discovered around 30 years ago. And every year we come back to the same spot. We have a localization on the GPS and then we come back. But what is super cool is that from one year to the other, it changes. Because of course it depends on the amount of snow that has been melting, about the amount of rain, if we have lost a lot of ice, how the pressure has been in the glacier, like so many different parameters, right? And it's quite interesting and quite exciting for us to open it. And every year it looks different. And maybe here you can see something that I'm pointing out. This is handprints. Can you see them, guys? Yes. Yes? Yes. Do you all see them? Handprints? Yeah. You see it? Yes? Everyone? Yes. So this was the level of this cathedral 6 years ago. So they were much higher. And one of my colleagues, which is a glaciologist, she was in this ice cave last year and she told me she had to crawl inside to see the cathedral. So, and she didn't come the same way as we did. She came from where there is a bag, over there. So it's quite cool. Every year it's different. So you can come back next year. It looks like big flakes, right? Any idea why? So we know now that it's made of humidity and condensation, right? So does it remind you anything, the shape of this cathedral also? It could be a lake, could it be? Right? So in the summer, this is like a swimming pool. This is like a lake. So you would be really like swimming right now. No? And that is why like the fact that the water is kind of still here makes these big crystals. Yes, so people in Longyear are quite adventurous, quite crazy for some. And these guys have been climbing. You can see that they have been kind of like using the spikes. Yeah. No? But we have different holes that looks like perfect holes later on, and that's for another reason. So we'll try to figure out.
It's a little bit narrow down here. 40,000.
40,000.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a very good one. So we have 2,001,000 and 40,000. That's great. So this glacier is actually in between 3,000 years old and 1,200.
Oh wow.
So it's a baby glacier. And it's a very young glacier. And 3,000 years ago there was no glaciers left on Svalbard, even though Svalbard in the last ice age had been completely covered, like an ice sheet. Well, it was also a continental glacier in Svalbard. But yes, so 1,200, because they kind of like the glaciologists, we dug the floor of the ice cave, and we found lichens that were living 1,200 years old. And yeah, so they say that the older it could be is 3,000.
There's a fossil in there. In the stone. That's cool.
So,
So the lady was saying this is one of 500 glaciers here in Svalbard. Like a narrow, I guess. No way. That's incredible. Oh, look how tight that is. I don't know if I can get through. I can't get through.
Has many textures in just one spot. Yeah.
we'll have a picture in there.
It's amazing. Yeah, it is. So once you guys are done, you can so these looks like drills, right? Yeah. Yeah, you can touch it, so it's no problem. You can really see like it's a drill. Yeah, if you do that. Well, we were not going to do it here because it's really like this, but we can do it later. So you remember we said that we had lots of students in the university, like around 700, right? And 40 different nationalities, including the biggest nerds in glaciology and everything, right? So could it be studying? Could be. But it also can be very silent up here, as you know. And you remember the storm that was waiting for us outside? And imagine now, if I was not talking, it would be complete silence. If we turn off our headlamps, it's completely dark. Then it's a perfect place to sleep, right? So I told you people in Longyear were a bit crazy. So people come here and they put hammocks and they sleep here. Oh my god. And it's very cozy. You've seen it's warmer here than outside, right? So yeah, we're a bit crazy, but we love it. And if you take a look at your feet here, there's some reindeer's hairs. So someone has been putting a reindeer skin probably and slept on the floor or had some lunch here. Quite funny. But my colleague was here 2 years ago. There was a big accident on the glacier. Someone had a crash with a snowmobile. It's 2 helicopters, full snowmobiles, full Red Cross team working up there. Like chaos, complete chaos. They didn't hear anything. So when they went out, they saw the chaos. But here, you just like complete silence.
And that's that. Glacier tour done. Just got to get these steps now. And back out through the small gap into the blizzard. It's nice and warm in here, but you can hear the blizzard out there. Oh, this ain't gonna be fun. Oh, let's go. There it is. It's like Barbados. Here we go. There's our, well, that's what brought us up here in the mountains in these harsh conditions. Tell you what, it's nice and warm inside. Let's get inside. My teeth are freezing.